Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and I apologise again, it's a bit of a windy day, a bit of a running theme at the moment. This is a really lovely car though. Honda CR-V 1.6 SE diesel. Car's covered just 68,000 miles. Finished in black, which always looks good, especially because this one's fitted with the side steps and exterior styling pack with the front and rear bumper trims. They're very subtle, but they really do make a difference to the look of the car. Front of the car, nice and clean. Lights and lenses clear, intact, without any cracks or condensation there. Bonnet, very clean indeed. Can't see any obvious major stone chips there. Near side, very smooth in the panels. Can't see any obvious sort of car park indentations at all. This side front alloy, generally good. This side rear, again, very nice. You see the silver trim at the bottom of the rear bumper there, so it's only relatively minor, but it does look rather nice in the car. Around the offside of the car, very smooth down the panel work, really clean there. Offside rear alloy, really good. Panels, absolutely excellent. Certainly for a car that's 10 years old, generally very nice indeed. Coming to the boot area, really good sized boot on the car, and it's been kept really nicely. Let's come to the back of the car now. Absolutely enormous amounts of room. Front seats are set for me. I'm 6 foot tall, so I'm not cheating, and you've got loads of legroom behind yourself. The video has a habit of making the top of the rear seats and the centre of the backs look sort of slightly pinky. They're not, they are black, so I do apologise. I have no idea why it does it. Coming to the front, passenger side, there's sets of mats, tailored mats to the car. Passenger seat, again, like the rears, in lovely condition. Again, they're not pink in the middle, they are black. Finally comes the driver's door card, again, all very clean. Same footwell areas, the same black, not pink seat. Goodness me, what's wrong with this car video? In really good condition. So inside the car now, as always, have the engine running, so the dash is illuminated, all in really lovely condition. Just to quickly show you up there, you've got the rear parking camera working exactly as it should, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors. Carrying on down, it's been kept very, very nicely. Just show you the dashboard binnacle, 68,355 miles. And there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V. It's a 1.6 SE diesel. Car's registered DE64WEW, and mileage at the start of the road test is 68,355 miles. The reason we do these videos, and especially actually this bit, the road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's online, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. Like lots and lots of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fabulous in photographs or description, but only to get there, drive it and find out it's got a fundamental fault which you'd much rather known about before setting off. We also do it on these very quiet country roads in this beautiful part of Gloucestershire, and this actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and the hope is, of course, it will be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car, or should you go on a test drive in the car rather. Coming to the car, turn the key, engine starts instantly, settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car, and temperature gauge running as a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. The diesel engines are fantastic diesels. They do what you want from a diesel. They are very, very economical. But more than that, it's got all the trademark qualities you'd expect of a Honda. They're tough, they're reliable over big mileages, just with good regular maintenance. But they're also a very, very nice engine to use. It's very quiet in operation, smooth, very willing as well. Don't think for a second, because it's kind of only a 1.6, that it hasn't got enough grunt, because, you know, touch the throttle in third gear there and it's picking up and pulling but it pulls smoothly and across a broad power band as well, unlike a lot of its competitors. They are timing chain driven, there's no cam belts to worry about on them, so no huge service looming on them either. Engine then feeds through into the clutch and gearbox. Clutch on the car, smooth, positive, bites exactly where it's meant to. Gearbox is your classic Honda gearbox, which is brilliantly done. Starts with the positioning of the gear lever. The angle of the lever going to the dashboard means that the angular plane as you move your arm is absolute perfection. Unlike a lot of its competitors who have kind of long, lollopy, horrible, vague gear changes, this is short, snappy, precise, beautifully. The engagement's beautiful as this. You feel the synchromesh working. It's an object lesson to other manufacturers, in all honesty, and that feels exactly as it would have done when it was new. Coming on to the steering and chassis of the car, the CR-V's always been one of the better cars to drive in its class, and for much longer than most, because when the CR-V first came out back in the mid to late 90s, most of its competitors, they didn't exist by that point actually, but a lot of those that did just drove like commercial vans. They felt, pretty unpleasant to drive. Honda drove like a car, as these do. Honda have never professed that the CR-V was going to be a sporty car in that way, despite what road test people say, ignore it, because they're just frustrated they're not driving a Ferrari. It is as brilliant in some ways as the S2000 is, because the S2000 is a hardcore sports car. This is a family car, and what they've done is make a brilliant family car. It gives you really nice steering, which incidentally tracks dead straight without any vibrations at this speed, or any speed actually up to the legal limit. But when you go through corners like that, the steering is precise, it's accurate, it's well weighted. It works beautifully with the chassis, because what Honda's achievement with it is to give it very good body control. So when you go through corners, you don't get lots of motion lolloping about, particularly those secondary motions, which can be very nauseating. Yet it still possesses a very comfortable, compliant ride. It's just, that's the genius, really. Worth pointing out, no clonks, rattles, anything from underneath the vehicle at all, so all very good. And the brakes on the car are fantastic. They bite well, they're well modulated, but also there's no pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal that shouldn't be there. So that's all very good. I mean, worth pointing out, it's literally just gone through an MOT, which is done independently of us, by the way, and that flagged up nothing, no advisories, nothing at all. So all in good order. Coming to the interior of the car, the first things you notice when getting any CR-V is just how much visibility you got. They're really good. Everyone that gets in them notices it, because it's just not an intimidating car to drive in any way. You've got these huge wing mirrors, you've got a low dash line there, so you can actually see the bottoms of the car, but obviously you've got cameras, you've got parking sensors, all to help as well. What videos can't get across is build quality, and these are beautifully put together cars. Honda always been the same way. They're not in your face in terms of what they do. They don't go for kind of squidgy plastics that have that initial showroom appeal, because what they want the car to do is to withstand, in this case, 10 years of family use, and withstand it and not show the consequences of that. And that's where these are fantastic. All the surfaces are designed to take a bit of abuse. They can't completely tolerate being scratched and hit every day of the week, but they are resilient to it. You got these textures up here, relatively soft, the harder ones down below, but they're there, so if you want to give them a good clean, they clean up nicely as well. It's also beautifully put together, so there's no squeaks, no rattles from the Honda's plastics. The dash design itself is incredibly simple to navigate your way around after a couple of days of use. Nice, big, simple, easy to use radio there, which incorporates DAB and hands-free telephone. Down below that you've got a dual zone climate control system, which allows you to have different temperatures side to side if you feel that way inclined, and that pumps out absolutely ice cold air, by the way. And then your dash binnacle in front of me here, just simple, easy to read, white on black dials, and then finally this lovely leather bound steering wheel, which feels great in hand. These are superb diesel SUVs, they really are, and driving it I can't fault it.